Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out for a moment. We're going to start a new table. Unfortunate, but I did my best. It was really the two pair versus two pair hand. All right, let's see if I can get us even. Lyman asks, has Hellmuth conclusively proved that 81-10 is the optimal preflop strategy for heads up? I mean, it's hard to argue with results. I kind of don't believe him, because, like, what would he do this with? An ace, maybe? Not, I guess. I feel like a flush would check. Let's see it. A 9.
Well, I think I outdrew my guy there.
For the delay c-bet. Bluff.
Yeah, he had king 5, so he had a king in the end. Unlucky for him. Yeah. We both flopped a straight draw. Look at this. 100% hands played and 100% hands raised.
I am going to go for a bluff here. Going with kings. That makes sense. I was repping a 10.
The slowest slow play of kings you've ever seen in your life, folks.
All right, so this is going to be at least a couple barrels. Nope, just kidding. I had realization on the break that because he only limps, pretty much, I can't 3-bet. So all the 3-bet pots are him 3-betting. I'm not thrilled that he's potting it. It feels like he's not repping much worse than my hand. Well, let's go with call and figure it out. He could have ace 5 or something like that. I think I have to bet. I think I'm going to see some ace 5. I think I'm going to see some... Do I want to pot? I think I'm going to see some ace 5. I'm going to see some 7-6 and 7-5.
Come on.
That speed of a call. I think it was ace 5.
He's raising every hand.
6s and a non-believer.
How does he have an ace?
Hellmuth just thinks I'm running him over. Do I want to rip in 8s? I don't think so. I could. Nah. It might not be the worst to rip in 8s in a spot like this. Because now I get in this weird spot where he's small betting. I think against small, I have to peel. I don't know. He's done so much big betting on these boards. I feel like if he was bluffing, he would just bet big. So I should probably fold flop even to the third pot. Yeah, Magneto, he won the first. Crushed me. I'd really like to see his hand. I don't know what he has here. I don't have any kind of read. That's interesting.
Yeah, tough call here with the jack.
I mean, it's tough when you're up against a polar 3-bet range because you don't see as much like king jack, but I'm in a jam.
He has to fold. Whoa.
Didn't get to see his hand. I think that was like an ace 5. I don't know. I'm going to bluff this one.
Nobody that raises 80% of pots ever beats me. But he's got the lead now. He may have gotten lucky and had queen 10 there.
Let's check this back. We'll call turn, and we'll plan to hit a king. King of diamonds. That was not the plan. That was not the plan. I'm not going to bluff. Oof. King 3. I guess I should have bluffed. So I didn't expect to see king high there. I thought I would see like a 6, but I did not think king high was going to be shown to me. Otherwise, I would have bluffed jack high. That seems like one. I'm going to wait till the river to bluff. Just kidding. We had a pair, and now he bets. I'm not going to fold the third pot with a pair, or 2 pair. Already clawing his way back. Why do I never limp on the button? But Phil always does. He likes this style. I don't think it's the best way to play, but it's what he's comfortable with and enjoys. So I'm going to peel this one. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Credible bluff on a lot of runouts. And now we're going to go for that. Bluff. I'm not in love with this. I'm not in love with this bluff spot, to be clear. I think it's like on the 4, he checks back a lot of ace X. Yeah, even ace 10 of hearts. There's a very, very strong hand to check back. So like I wish the board ran out a little differently, but I think it was a good, I don't know. I feel like I had to bluff.
How did I get myself in trouble? I bluffed off 1,500. I just don't have to.
I'm going to check back again. Just a little spidey sense. Not feeling like I'm beat, but feeling like, I don't know, just don't feel good about it. And now, I don't know. I don't know why I want to bet. I don't know what I think it's a normal bet. I don't know what I think he has, is what I'm trying to say.
God, I fold this so bad.
Galfond, if you beat Hellmuth, does he have to start over? Is this the first to make it to 10K to claim the victory? It's not really clear. The planning was, we just kind of texted a little bit earlier today. My understanding is that these are the only 2 matches we're playing this, and that's it. So I think this is it no matter what, although, I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to continue. I'd play another, win or lose, but it does not appear that's the plan.
Will the real Phil Hellmuth please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up.
It's kind of interesting. I could like go for thin value protection on the turn. Decided not to, and here I'm going to check back. It's too thin to go for value on the 9-10 run out. He just has a king. Glad I didn't.
Jack 6. Oh, he flopped a 6. God, he didn't value bet that? Fuck.
No, Mike, you can't play BetRivers in New York. Right now we're just in Pennsylvania. I'm going to bet now. And the goal is to expand to some more, well, as many legal and regulated states as we can. But right now, it's just Pennsylvania. Okay, calls with pocket 8s. I was not surprised by that. I mean, the call is totally fine. I just, I'm used to seeing at this stack, used to seeing that get in pre. I'm going to go for the check raise here. I'm going to go for the check raise again. It doesn't seem to work very often, but opinion on if it's still possible to run up a small deposit online and make it to high stakes. I think it's still possible. It's certainly harder, and part of the reason it's harder is because there's no like high stakes online in a lot of places anymore. But the running it up from low stakes is still very possible. Yeah.
I think he had 3 4s. Poor guy. He just doesn't get paid by me. He just doesn't get paid. Unless I'm slow playing pocket 8s.
I'm going to bet. Could check this, could bet this. I'm going to check. And I call ace and a 2, also known as a deuce. It's just too good of cards to not call. And he has that. That's too bad.
Ace, deuce, he had a deuce.
We'll raise up 8s. We will get this in if he does something. And we'll see that. And how do we want to play this one? I think bet turn, check decide, river. We need a lot of protection here. We can still get value.
Stepping up his aggression.
I mean, it's unfortunate if he has like ace 4 spades and he jams turn. And I think I would fold to the jam, but
fine with me. Let's go.
I just think playing it as a check call is like not that thrilling. Playing it as a check fold is crazy.
I'm a great trapper.
So yeah, I just like the idea of betting. Did we lose any buy-ins? So this is our second match. I lost. We're playing 5K freeze outs at 25.50, and the first one I lost. So I'm down 5K. Seems like a fold with ace queen high. Nice hand. Very nice from a happy person. Yes, I am a happy person. Doesn't mean I'm happy every moment of every day, but I'm generally very happy. Ace queen, another one that we'll be getting in begrudgingly.
Just jam. Okay.
Here we go. Let's see. Hey, we're ahead.
Oh, come on. He's been raising every hand. Oh, wow, I get lucky.
No. Okay. Back to even stacks.
I get lucky. Sorry, Phil Galfond.
Nice to see him shove. I didn't know, like, I actually didn't feel great about calling it off there because I didn't know if he shoved ace jack. I thought ace queen he would shove. Ace jack he might not. So good to see ace jack offsuit and just have that knowledge now.
Yeah, 50 big blinds with ace jack was not me.
Probably check. This turn, not enough. If I had turned a gut shot, keep barreling. But in this spot now, I've just heard a rumor that if, we end this match soon, he would play another. Well, we almost got to see. Okay. It's kind of exciting because I got that text right before getting all in.
10. Okay. He never had anything. He made a good check, though. I got lucky.
I'm not supposed to bet this, but I'd like to.
Well, he was raising way too often. There's always an excuse for a bad play, folks.
I wanted to barrel if I turned a gut shot or something, but I'm going to check this turn. And now, I'm going to bet. Right? Bet check. Yeah, king high, ace high. It makes a lot of sense that he could be, okay. It was king high. Got there with the 10. So this is the second, this is the second one we played. I lost the first one. We're not allowed to add on or top up.
I flopped a straight. No action. Okay. It's better than losing. I caught a nice break. I got 2,500 in with ace jack. I don't think I put in any big bets with anything worse than ace queen this match.
Checking this flop. Gonna check the turn as well. Am I? No, I'm gonna start betting. We get raised. I'm not gonna fold. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna win. His quick check on the river makes me think he had a pair. Force. That makes sense. He gets some protection. He has 6 outs to improve. And those are cards that I slow down on, so it's a pretty good hand choice for that. Let's bet this terrible 8 for no great reason. He goes a big check raise. I kind of just want to go nuts. What do I want to do here? I don't know. I am suspicious. Because, I don't know, I'm suspicious. But how do I want to handle it? Do I want to... Last time I took a long time in bet, I called a jam, so... All right. I'm less suspicious now that he called. Might just have like ace 10. Maybe he has ace 10, actually. I'm going to check. I'm not going to bluff my 8. Maybe he has a draw. Oh, okay. 7-9. So I got my value on the turn. But that was his river.
No, he had an 8.
Oh, no.
He bet bottom pair. Should have let out on the river for 800. That was a better play. Should have let out.
I said I wanted to do more post-flop raising. 9 of hearts. It's a pretty bad hand, but let's go for it.
That was bad. He's folding anyway, but I gotta bet there. You hit the straight, you gotta bet it. And you never know when somebody just calls you with bottom pair.
I thought we were going to win the second when we were all in with ace queen, but it was not meant to be, or not meant to be yet. I'm going to check this river. I don't think there's enough value. He goes bet, check, bet. Queen X makes sense. Would he bet a 9? Probably, maybe. Some kind of 10, jack, 7 or 6 blocker, maybe. I'm a little curious this time. Not exactly sure why. Okay, it's just a 9. Just a 9. My curiosity gets the best of me sometimes.
Every time I have 4s, it's kings or jacks. Not this time.
I'm playing a little more cautiously than I would be if we could top up. Because, I don't know, I want to play more hands. I don't want it to be over at some point in the not so distant future. PTWS, hey Phil, who do you think should buy your PLO heads up course? Players of what level can benefit the most from it? All right, I'm going to overbet the turn. Although, man, he can make some big folds. Maybe I'm not going to. I'm going to be. I don't want to set off his white magic alarm bells yet. I think I made it in a way that you could benefit at a lot of different levels, not like total beginner. And it is heads up. I review a lot of heads up hands, but it's not just heads up. To be clear, I think it's an expensive course, so it's more of a matter of who can afford it than I think it could help all kinds of players. Because I do start in some ways kind of basic with concepts and get very advanced. I guess I'll check. Now I'll bet. Zorsha, I'm glad my voice has soothed you to sleep for years. That's, I know, true of many poker players. And it's not necessarily what I set out to do, but hey, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. Something. I might go with raise. He might suspect it. But it's just like, I have very relevant cards. Good future blockers, good, I don't know. On the 7, I'm going to check. I do have some showdown value here. And it makes sense that I would check a lot of like pretty decent hands here. So I don't think he's going to bet too thinly. And check the river as well. And, you know, probably goes check and he has a 9. But I could win against some stuff. Jack 5, okay.
He was bluffing but hit a pair. You thought my half pot bet meant I didn't have it.
Let's go for a check. What I like about check calling this board is that it like kind of looks like I have ace king, so I connect on the ace and king. But now, how do I want to play this? I'm a little concerned that this bluff's not going to work. But like I think that I have to bluff because I shouldn't have many bluffs based on the way that I played this hand. Because ace high and king high in my shoes can just check down. A lot of like 7-6, jack 8, other stuff would have bluffed at some point already. So, I mean, Phil's a good hand reader, so I think it's good to make bluffs like that. Do we start with a bet? Let's check. I don't know. I'm going to call this. Let's make him think I'm trying to run him over. No. Didn't give him much thought. If he folded an ace that fast, I'm embarrassed. All right. He's giving me a chance to 3-bet now. He's getting that open raise stat up. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to do something weird and overbet the turn to make him not believe me. And then, okay, that's a bad river. I was going to overbet the turn, check river, and hope that he would like not bluff and check back like 10s because he's scared of the turn overbet. I don't think he's betting an ace. Is he betting an ace? 10-9, queen 10, king high. I think I need to call. Flushes make some sense, of course. Of course, flushes make sense. He might go bigger with a flush, though. I don't know. I'm going to call. Ace queen, okay. I thought he'd get a little scared by the overbet. It didn't work. Didn't scare him. My plan was foiled.
No, I had an ace. Well, look, I'm up to 15% raising. It's a massive number for me, 15. Last match I was 7%.
Interesting turn. Turn a lot of outs. Bet small. Obviously, I'm not folding. Am I raising? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see what the river brings. I am unfortunately going to need to bluff this if check 2 because I have 8 high and he can still have a bluff. Now that he bets, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to fold. I have 8 high. Nice hand, nice hand.
Too cute with the set. No, I check raised. I could have bet 2/3. 2/3 pot on the turn there. Even check was okay. Even check would have been okay there. That's why you do the 1/3 with the set, Phil. He's drawing dead. Let him call.
Okay. Let's check back. Let's be crazy. Algirdas, am I considering doing a 5-card PLO course? I don't actually play 5-card PLO, so my course would be pretty bad, but Run Once just released, Thomas Emter, I believe it was, released a new 5-card PLO course like a matter of maybe 2 weeks ago. So check that out at runonce.com. Not very happy about this spot. Not very happy about this spot, yeah. Just can't check down 4 high. It just doesn't feel right. But you can't, if you think you're getting called more than half the time, then you should check there. But I wasn't confident enough to check 4 high. Okay. Gonna go for value on this river. Do I want to check call? No, I want to go for value. Yeah.
Just fold queens like they're a piece of paper, folks. Right into them.
Alan Pierce says, elite member, best place to start. Run Once Elite is awesome. I'm a little bit biased. The great thing about Run Once Elite is that you have 2 videos every single day for the past 12 years, all in a library from many of the best pros in the game.
Well, I could bluff to get rid of queen high. Or jack 9 high. Shit, that's why you can bet a little bit, Phil. You might have called that time.
Let's see what he showed down. A weaker jack. Standard-ish.
He might have called that time. Shit. Come on. Yeah. Suspect there wasn't much I could do there.
It's not a kind of an A to Z course like From the Ground Up is, like we were talking about. We have a few From the Ground Up courses. I have, of course, Foundations. This is PLO. It's not structured in that way. It's just a lot of, like, just a ton of great players showing you the way that they think about the game. Okay. 3-4, 6-3, 6-4. I don't think he's bluffing ace-3, ace-4. Could he have called with just like jack 10 of clubs? Yeah, except that I have 10 of clubs, so that'd be impossible.
Would hate a raise here.
9? How does he have a 9? Because I feel like this is more of a 9 than anything else. Why am I suspicious? I shouldn't be suspicious. Why am I suspicious? No, I shouldn't be. Nice hand, Phil.
He folded king 10, I think. Just guessing. Gotta stay alert in these matches. You get tired, you make mistakes. Not good. Gotta stay alert. I'm under blankets. I'm starting to finally heat up, which means I'm not sick. A lot of traveling.
This is going to be a 2-barrel, by the way. Unless I hit a 10 or 9. Okay.
I fold for any bet here.
The reason it's 2-barrel is there are a ton of hands that call the turn because, like, there are so many single card open enders, pair plus open enders, just dry pairs. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. So betting a hand like mine on the turn to give up on river, I think, is losing money. Probably. Do I call this? I don't even know. I don't feel good about it. Make a read and fold.
Yes, I'll take that. I was a little worried maybe he turned to jack.
I'm very curious. Don't tell me. I'm just curious, like when he decides to min raise versus when he decides to limp. I'm curious how he's picking hands because I've seen similar hands. I feel like in both ranges. Gonna check call. We hit 2-pair, but he's potting. So if he bets, we might be beating value now, but if he fires a big bet on river and we don't improve, we're no longer beating value bets, especially on the 5. Interesting card. Okay, we win against. Dun, dun, dun. Ace 6, so we beat a turn value bet. Another donk on the ace high boards. They certainly confuse me. I'll give him that. I'm not going to fold a pair to a half pot donk, but obviously I'm only beating bluffs, and I'll check back on the turn. Okay, we got there maybe. Scott wants to know why all you big winning poker players always try to sell courses. I don't think we all do, and I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, I've always loved teaching. I was teaching, I wanted to write strategy articles after the first year that I played. I wasn't even a professional yet, but I remember I reached out to try to write articles. Nobody wanted them. But then I think 2 years later, I was writing articles for Bluff magazine when I was making training videos. Soon after that, I've made poker training videos for, 15 years, 16 years, something like that. I've just always taught poker. And I think I will always be somebody who, guess I'll bet the turn. And my decision gets easy on the river. It's kind of tough on a brick river. What to do. I love to learn something and figure new things out and then teach it. And so I think whatever I get into throughout my life, that'll probably be something I do. Oh no, here comes a tilt 4-bet. I thought it was a tilt open, so I 3-bet, and now it's a tilt 4-bet. I'm not going to go with the 5-bet bluff, hoping it's a tilt 4-bet. Okay. He didn't tilt 4-bet. Good. It was going to work that time, Phil. Okay, we'll call. Big Luch thinks I'm getting outplayed. Maybe. I don't know. I think he probably. I think it's going to be tough. It's not going to play out very well for me. So I guess I fold. All right. Going broke with 10s.
He's 3-betting me too often right now. I suspect.
Going broke with 10s. Actually, I might just call a 3-bet. I don't know. I'm going to check this one back. If there's ever a check back hand on this board, it feels like 10s is the one. I'm going to check it back again. Not loving this. Since I feel like maybe he could, I think I lose, but I beat the board, and you're never supposed to be able to fold a hand that beats the board here. That would be insane. So I'm not going to, but I think I lose. I don't know. Maybe I could.
I think he had king 9. 10s. Okay, if he's going to be 3-betting me light, I'm not raising again for an hour. Till I have it. Or maybe that could be 3 minutes.
And I was going to say, I think in some ways having, I know for me, becoming a father, that for the first time gave me a schedule. I start my workday and I end my workday, other than some exceptional, unusual days where I'm doing something else. And I know that structure actually made me more efficient in a lot of ways. Nice hand.
What did he have that time? 10-8. Oh, wow, he flopped a big hand. Good discipline on his part. He bet the flop, checked the turn, and he made 8s. He flopped a straight open-ender and a flush draw. Oh my God, I could have ended the match by moving there. But I'm in no hurry. I'm in no hurry at all.
Tougher to go for value on this river. Tougher to go for... I think I still can. PG, if you were playing a 6 max Badoogie PKO, it would be bottom of your RFI range under the gun and on the button. I'm going to pass. I don't know. Yeah. Kind of smelled that. I don't know if it's... I mean, I think it's value. I'm getting 2 to 1, but I think it's... like 80% value, which I don't have. I don't know. I believe him.
Shit. Min race, Phil. You flopped the nuts. Min race.
Nice hand. I am getting run over.
Min race, Philly. Come on. Give him a chance to move in light. Min raise.
I mean, I have such good pot odds. I probably lose, but with 4 to 1, let's just see it. Cool.
Battle of Philadelphia. That's right. Both in Philly, as a matter of fact.
Cactus says, you're my favorite big game player, but why did you play loose and aggressive on the show? I mean, I would consider myself normally a loose aggressive player. Certainly back when I played on that, I was kind of a maniac. I was very young. And it's funny, I actually forgot that I played on it. A couple people have said that they liked watching me on that. And I was like, oh yeah, I did play on the big game. This is interesting sizing. I'll call once again. It's kind of feeling like a 6, which is bad news on the 6 river. Like, I feel like when you use that turn sizing, it's either a queen or a 6 or a bluff. It's not the 8. I lose to the queen, I lose to the 6, I beat the bluff. I don't feel good about it. Have I ever worried that playing poker is an addiction to some degree? I do not mean losing, but itching to play, playing unhealthily long sessions, neglecting other things in life, etc. I think it absolutely can be. And I also think it's not binary, like you're either a professional or you're an addict. I think a lot of pro poker players can get sucked into playing longer sessions, can get sucked into kind of chasing variance, chasing losses. I think that most professional poker players I know have some degree of like gambling tendencies in them, almost all. So yeah, I think it's not either or. It's designed to be addictive. People didn't design poker to be addictive, but gambling in general is addictive, right? Okay. Check calls. Now he's betting. I'm a little suspicious. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm a little suspicious. Let's see.
He's got a call eventually.
Just the nuts.
Ace high.
Just at the time the tall Paul says, do you ever not believe him? Did not believe him there, and I was wrong. I get what I deserve. Oh, what bluffs I thought he had when he had 9-8? He can check call, like, it was 9-9-6 flop. He can just call with Jack 10 with the back door, or, I mean, basically like Queen 7, stuff like that. I'll check this back, see if I can induce some bluffs.
Definitely had some good flops this last hour. Hasn't always paid off, but...
Let me get the pot. I mean, I wanted to induce some bluffs now. I was hoping he would bet like third pot and then I beat some value too, but I'm going to call and hope for the best. I don't feel good about it though. Yeah. Like spots like these where I feel like I have too good of a hand to trust my read. Those are the spots that tend to get me in the most trouble in poker.
I had 8, the jack kicker, because I check called the flop. He didn't put me on a king. He didn't put me on the king. I don't blame him. I had to pot it. It's a little weaker. Oh, that's a good flop. We don't get much value unless he actually has a big hand. It's hard to slow play this. Let's just go ahead and raise it. He has a queen. Maybe I win the match.
Face the check raise. We're not going to fold a 6 on Queen 6 deuce rainbow, but we're not thrilled.
Ace 6. Maybe I win the match.
As this pot's about to be 800 or stack's about to be 1900. It could get real. Yeah, Brent, we have an agreement not to have each other's streams up. Did not want to see a bet. Ace, queen, king, queen, both make sense. My God. I guess I'm going to call. I don't feel good about it. The 5 river is unfortunate. He's going to follow through on some bluffs here. But I think not enough. I mean, it looks like I have a queen pretty often. Yeah, I don't feel good about this. I should have just followed the turn, probably. Should have just followed the turn. Yeah. Nice hand.
Yeah, it was nice. Maybe should have bet 800.
Nice hand. All right, it's looking like we're gonna lose both, but you never know. We could go on a heater. $1,400 in a dream.
Maybe should have bet 800 there. I don't know. I figured he put all that money in. I figure he's calling with a 6. 800 was a better number, I think.
Christian, very kind words. Thank you. Thanks for being here to watch. Hope I can put on a better show than this. I guess we'll go to 200 now with these stacks. 250 is kind of big.
Stay alert, Phil. No mistakes. Play great.
Yeah, we can't top off. We're playing freeze outs.
He could have got cheap and I could have gotten like tricky and re-raised, but then he calls with queen 8 suited or some bullshit. You know?
We'll check this one. It's not the worst to raise. I mean, like any hand's not the worst to raise. No. And Hellmuth is continuing with his heads up, incredible heads up record. Ace King would not have worked to raise pre, and also, why is he checking that down? He just read me for a very weak hand or a very strong hand, I suppose.
Wimpy checked Ace King back.
Guess I'm betting. Well, am I? No, I don't. I feel like he's a little bit too, and like he's calling any pair in this spot. So betting is just to get him to fold king high, which he's not going to fold king high on the turn.
King high should be good. I think he had queen though. Let's take a look. Queen high. Yep. Just look like it.
Kevin, no, BetRivers Poker is right now just available in Pennsylvania, but we will be looking to get into more states. However, New York does not have legal regulated online poker. So we will not be going there until it does.
You had me trapped that time. I mean, in the deep trap there. I mean, I flopped a flush draw. Yikes.
Oof. 375. And I have ace 9.
You know, with the 10s, with the queens, I have to take a chance. He's putting in with an ace a lot of times.
Why didn't he just shove? Because he has like aces or kings or a bluff? Queens? Not feeling good about this. But I mean, I can't just... I don't want to let him see a flop and then...
And a chance to call 200 and hit a king.
I don't want to let him see a flop and then, you know, hit his, whatever, queen 7 offsuit. Okay, it's just queens. But like, it's not the end of the world to get it in with 1 overcard and hit your 1 overcard. Maybe make a good clip of Hellmuth cursing.
Folks, I can't complain because earlier I had ace jack against his ace queen. But he knew. He didn't want to go with ace 9. He's like, Hellmuth has it. He only has 21 big blinds. And he re-raised me. He's not re-raising me with ace 7 like everybody else does.
But yeah, when with so little behind, if I think he's bluffing enough, then I'd rather put it in than just call.
It would have been nice if that held up. 2 matches. I thought once I got to the turn before the flop, I'm like, he might just hit an ace because I got lucky against him. And then once I got to the turn, I'm like, okay, I think I win this one.
Do I want to raise? I think so. No. Change my mind. He tricked me. Yeah. I wish I had raised.
I think I have that.
This looks like an 8 to me. Oh, wow. I got super owned. I think he might have read into my timing on the flop. Okay, we get the donk bat. I call. This is an interesting one. The straight flush draw. I don't think I'm getting much value, though. And now I'm just hoping I beat a 6 somehow. Nope. I need 4.
Oh, yeah, you outflopped me there. Yep. You flopped a big hand there, apparently. Straight draw. Lucky 4, but I should have let out with it.
I guess I'll peel here. I'm not happy about it. I would probably fold 8-7 of diamonds, but queen 8, like I can beat some. Like he might just have like 10 of clubs 8. And I could check. And I'm going to check again. And he has 7s. So 8-7 would have been a very bad fold because he would have had 1 out. Jason asks, what do the numbers near the character's head mean? VPIP, meaning voluntarily play the hand, voluntarily put in pot, and then raise, preflop raise. It's part of hero IQ is the feature. Okay.
Yeah, he's raising the button a lot, so that's why this time with the ace-3, I just went ahead and re-raised him. Since he knows I have it, he can fold a lot of hands there.
Okay. Let's bet 7. I'm going to bet the turn. I don't know if I'm going to bet the river. I think I'm supposed to. I lose to every 7. Well, not every 7. Some of the 7s. I lose to flushes. Beat an ace. I beat a 9. Problem is he has to call me too. So like I feel like he's folding a 9. He might even fold an ace here because he hasn't caught me triple barrel bluffing, I think.
I think you got lucky there.
I don't feel amazing about that river bluff. I kind of feel like the limp re-raise is coming. Not for value. I feel like the bluff limp re-raise is coming, but ace 9 offsuit's not the hand I want to have in that scenario. Okay, I mean, call and figure it out on the river. Don't think he's value betting worse. So I need him to have a 4 or a 5 or a draw.
I bet super quick to try to look weak.
Of some other kind of spades, hearts, and a lot of.
Let's see.
I'm going with my read this time. I think he has it, so I'm gonna stop calling with good hands because they're good. Nathan asks what I enjoy most about coaching. I mean, in part, it's what I enjoy about teaching. I mean, I guess coaching and teaching are very similar. I've been doing new coaching thing, so I assume that's what you're referring to. It's just awesome to see something that you share land with somebody. Now that I'm working more closely with people, it's so much easier to see the impact on their lives. I'm going to go for thin value here. It's kind of a nitty play to make the hand easier to play, but I think he's going to call with ace high and jack 10 and stuff like that. 10 high. Now he's mad. This is his biggest raise yet. When something we've talked about or something that I've shared lands with them and then they go implement it and then come back and share how it's gone and that things are going really well. I don't know. It's just like the feeling of making contribution in that way to somebody else's life is really rewarding, obviously. Check this back. Interesting. I'm going to check again. And if check 2, I think I check back. Now he's saying he has an ace or a king or 7. I don't think he's bluffing. He might have a queen. So maybe I could have chopped with value, but I just don't think he's bluffing there. 8-7 will raise up. I feel like he really wants to 3-bet me, which would be unfortunate with this hand because like even his bluffs are ahead of 8 high usually. Bet flop. And I think I need to keep betting. Just like too many outs against mid pair to check fold. And he's just like against third pot, he's calling every ace on the flop. He's calling a bunch of king highs and jack highs and backdoor stuff. So I think there are a lot of hands I can make fold. And now, do I go for it? I'm not loving how slowly he called the turn. Not loving how slowly he called the turn. But This is so embarrassing when I check and I lose to Jack 5 of diamonds, or 10-5 of diamonds. I guess Jack got there. But I'm giving up. Damn.
Should raise the turn there.
He might have called that. Nice hand. He was thinking of, he was thinking of doing something. I could bet. What am I going to do? I guess I'll check. And now, check bet and hope for the best. Problem is he's checking any king. It actually gets a little bit thin here, the way that he plays, because he just checks so much on the river. But I don't know.
Nice hand. So.
Called with ace 7. It's a very good calling hand. John Hunter, I love you all too. I appreciate everybody being here to watch the stream. As a thank you, I'm going to check raise 3 high. How much am I up / down? This is interesting. I mean, I'm not going to fold. I'm going to call and take it from there. I don't know. God, there are a lot of hands that I don't feel great about this, but I'm going to go for it. Let's jam.
Jesus Christ. Up 2 pair. Fuck.
Make a very good clip if he calls. So I think he's going to be tempted by that. But like, I want to wrap a flush here. And I think if he has a king,
Phil.
a 2/3 pot bet's not going to get it done. So.
Come on, Phil. That was a little unlucky there.
Queen 5. I guess I'll start by betting. You kind of do whatever. But I can turn a lot of gut shots.
He might have had it 6-7 there, folks. He might have just moved in. Light.
Check the deuce.
6-7. It's nothing except an open ender.
I'm not going to value bet a 5. Check 10, sure.
You played that hand bad.
King deuce. Let's peel. It's interesting. He definitely is like his c-bet frequency. Actually, I guess his c-bet frequency is high in limp pots too, or c-bet frequency. But it just feels like whenever he makes one of his random raises pre-flop, he's betting flop. Morty says, Phil, I really need to thank you. You helped me in bad moments with your great mindset and calm. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you letting me know, Morty. I'm thrilled to hear that. We all have bad moments. Ace queen high. Let's just see. He's making it cheap. We all have bad moments in life. I'm grateful that I can be somebody that I could, just putting out content, I could help somebody in bad moments. So that means a lot to me. Thank you. Okay. Second time in the match that he is raised to 2.5 like me. I guess I go for the check raise. No, let's just bet. He's made me regret going for check raises many a time. I don't think he's going to call an overbet. Or, I mean, he might, but I think he's going to call that more. Okay.
God damn it. Oh, what the fuck was that? You're against him. He beat my queens. All right, Phil. This is why you're Hellmuth, though. Some patience. You could put up with all of it, and all of a sudden destroy it.
We thought about the 3-bet, I think. Maybe not.
That's what you do, Philly. And all of a sudden, all the chips.
Check this back.
You had a 5 or is drawing dead.
I could go for 1 street here. I don't think it's good. I don't like these going a little bigger, but I'm not going to full wait. Okay. Do I start trusting myself? Do I actually not like it? 6 makes sense. 8 makes sense. It all makes sense. I've caught him a few times with a small bet, so maybe he would not go for a small bet bluff again. But also, I just don't think he needs to bluff with a lot of hands here. Could he have a 7? I don't think so. I'm going to fold. Rampage, good to see you, first of all. Second of all, I'm short stacked because this is a freeze out. I have to not top up. Otherwise, I would love to play. I love deep stack poker. Deep stack heads up poker. I don't even care what the game is. 2 cards fine. Flop a flush. Get the quick bet. I'm going to go for the turn check raise. Not the turn I wanted. And he min bets. What do I do now? What do I do now? I guess I raise and bet river. Yeah, you guys are seeing the deuce 3 hand right now. Some things work. Yeah, if Hellmuth calls, that was a game over for sure. I'm going to go for the check raise here and then check the turn. I mean, it's a weird play. That's a very weird play. Do I want to do that? I just feel like he does enough stuff like this that I want to have hands that can call the 3-bet. So we'll call here. I'm going to do this, right? Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. Snap called by. Ooh, he had the hand. He actually had it. I kind of didn't think he had me beat on any street, but I was wrong. Obviously, my equity is just fine.
God damn. Well, queens and 5s. I flopped 2 pair twice. I suspect he had big hands both times as well. He showed me one. Top pair with a flush draw. I just had top and bottom. And he deuce on the turn, and we're getting a lot of money in.
RCE thinks he's going to get me to value on myself or bluff it off, and that's how I'll win. Yeah, that's very likely. Hellmuth plays a style where I'm the one that does most of the betting, and so, yeah, that is reasonably likely how I'll win. Interesting. I'm not going to bluff raise here because, I think this is a board on which he traps a lot on the turn, with ace queen and stuff. I don't know. I'm curious enough, and the sizing is small enough that I want to see it. Oh, I didn't think he would bet a 4. I did not think he would bet a 4, so that's ownage. How does he bet a 4? That's very impressive. I mean, I certainly thought he could bet a queen. I thought he could bet anything that 6 good kicker. But when you see a showdown like that, it lets you know that they're if their value range is wider than you think, then they need a lot more bluffs to make it worthwhile to call. So that sometimes you say I'm going to call, and then you see their hand, and some people will be like, oh, it was a bad call because you see one hand. But if that hand is in the range that you thought they would have, then it doesn't mean it's a bad call. When their hand is outside of the range that you thought they could have, as a bluff, then it means, it was good. If it's outside of the range that you thought they could have and its value, then that's bad. Here I went for the raise for some reason. And I am not going to bet 10-8-6. I'm not going to bet 6 turn. But he is. And I'm going to fold.
We should have bet the flop there. I flopped the open ender. I didn't want to get check raised all in, though.
Liquid says, can you make a new heads up challenge and invite our favorite boy Isildur? When I did the first challenge, I reached out to him and asked. He thought about it a lot, but I don't think he was playing much at that point. I'll check this one. How much is rakeback? Rakeback is a ton. With Rakeback Revolution on BetRivers Poker, we are attempting to give back all of the rake that we collect. You can read more about it on the website. I guess I'm folding this hand. It's just too many tainted outs. I mean, I'm happy to have a chance here. Happy to still be in it with half a stack after the way that it has gone. How realistic is it to balance poker with completely unrelated ambitions in life? I have mainly academic interests, but live poker pays much better, but I'm worried about all the hours I spend. anytime you split your focus, if you're somebody like me who can obsess, you'd be better off obsessing over one thing. If you can maintain that obsession and the interest and the passion, not necessarily better off overall, but you will get further in that one thing if you focus just on that.
What a strange hand. I flopped 2 pair and never got a bet in and folded the river. People at home are probably like, I can't believe the hands Phil folds. And so quickly.
But I think it's totally realistic, just in that, when I played my heads-up challenges against great players, I was running a business, 2 businesses, and I was a father. You can do all those things, or rather, I did a couple of things and I did pretty well. Could I have done better if I was just focused on poker? Probably. But it's still achievable. It's just harder. EKW Hellmuth plays a style where he gets there much too often. I agree. It's a very good style, though. Jack 9, okay. Yeah, so that's an example of, the type of hand that somebody else might value bet, but Hellmuth likes to play trap, check, call, and induce bluffs. And I mean, it works well. But it makes my river strategy in those spots weird, kind of. He goes for the min raise. I got the deuce 3 again, my lucky hand. I'm gonna call. And now it's interesting if he bets, because he might even just have a 3. He's going small. Got to raise the full house. So for me to be beat here, he would need to have 5-3 or have checked back a set. I mean, I'm just saying, I know that you probably know that, but I'm just thinking through it. If I face that. 5-3 doesn't make a ton of sense. Check back set doesn't make sense, because why would he min raise the turn? I'm going to call, he doesn't bluff like this very often, but at the same time, how does he have me beat? I just don't know what hand has me beat. I guess I'll find out. 5-5, yeah. I just didn't think he would min raise the turn and give me the option to jam straights, I guess. I mean, I'm wrong.
Yep, he had deuce 3. He was drawn dead the whole way. Wow, what an unlucky card for him. 3.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm fine with that play too. I'm not thrilled. It's not how I like to lose my money. Calling it off in a spot where I don't think he's bluffing that much, but I just couldn't put him on a hand. And so yeah, I'm not surprised he checked back the flop. I'm a little bit surprised about the turn min raise.
What an unlucky card for Phil. He made a full house. Oh my God. I'd like to say all skill. 98. All right. 2-1.
All right, we're ahead. And 2 pairs going to do it. We've lived to fight another day.
Okay, keep your eye on the ball. He has 6 big blinds, Philly.
Brent says another heads-up match. DNAG versus Poke style would be fun. I'm sure no one ever commits to that kind of time, though. Yeah, I love matches like that where it just goes on for a really long time. Get trapped by the 10-10, and that's all she wrote.
8? No. Okay. Okay.
Good game, Phil.
I will say, when you limp in with 5s, great things can happen. And I checked back the flop, too, so min raise the turn. But unlucky card for him.
Thank you all for watching. If it is over, I appreciate you being here with me. This was fun. It wasn't fun to lose twice and slowly, but it was really, I don't know. I just love playing heads-up poker, and I appreciate the great questions and kind words. So thanks for being here with me. I don't know when I'll be streaming next, but subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it when I do. And yeah, that's it. Take care. Good luck in whatever you're playing, or if you're not playing, good luck as well. Take care, everybody. Bye.